and welcome back. I want to start off by saying thank you again to everybody who is watching these videos every week. I hope that they are offering you any kind, some kind, a bountiful, as we're heading into the Thanksgiving season, of inspiration, encouragement, motivation, and empowerment for living your own version, really, of no more pockets. Choose real. In other words, finding that personal declaration of your own that encourages you and inspires you to live your truth and to reveal, embrace, and love yourself. I'm going to take just a few minutes today. I want to touch back on one of my 4 foundations that I write about. It's in my journal. If you click on the link above in my link tree, you can go right to my website and it's available for download for you there. One of the 4 foundations is on building unconditional self-acceptance. And it's funny how so many of my insights and inspirations come to me while I'm in the gym, which is where this one came from today. So if you break down cultivating rather unconditional self-acceptance, I had kind of looked at like 3 sub parts of this as being appreciation, self-appreciation, self-talk, and self-care. So I was in the gym today, and there were 2 women in there working out, and I myself have been guilty of this. So this is not to pass judgment. It was just an observation that gave me some insight that I could share with you today. But they were standing in front of the mirror and picking apart those things about themselves that they didn't like. And I had this happen to me years and years ago when I was in the gym. I was actually with several of the other girls who were trainers or instructors at the time. And it was at the end of our day. And we were standing in front of the mirror because we were in front of the mirror all day long teaching and training. So it gave us plenty of time to not see how far we'd come or the pluses of our training, but instead to see those little imperfections. And we were standing around talking about them all, and a woman in the gym who was obese came up to us with tears in her eyes and shamed us by saying, "I've been listening to you girls go on for minutes now about these parts of your body that you don't like." And she said, "Do you know what I would give to be able to have the shapes that you have, to be able to have your level of energy and fitness and health and well-being?" So she said, please stop, because it's breaking my heart. And that really, really has stayed with me. This was probably 20 years ago. So these past 2 decades, the look on her face and the pain in her words has stayed with me. So I guess maybe I'm a little bit more sensitive to picking it up from others. And fast forward to the gym today, and I heard it, and I didn't say anything, but it brought me back to that moment. And then it brought me into these 3 sub parts of cultivating unconditional self-acceptance. And self-talk is so crucial in what it does and how it plays on the mind. And if I could stress one thing to everybody, if you can't come to the point first of expressing, finding those things about your body that you do like and you do want to focus on, start at least by writing them down. What I'm trying to express to people here is to get a broader view and a deeper understanding of how our thoughts and our words truly affect who we are at a much deeper level than I think we realize. It seeps in and it stays with you, and it affects the mood. It affects our whole day. That's why affirmations and gratitude have been around forever in every level of of leadership, of spirituality, of personal development and personal growth is because they work. When we take time to give gratitude for those things in our life that we are grateful for, including our bodies, including our health, and including the friends and the family and the love that we have in our life, it changes us, I swear, at a level of our DNA. It can change so much about those things that we're not even aware of that are holding us back. And this has been proven. This is in scientific journals. This is practice in spirituality. Heck, I was listening to, I think it was an Oprah, Super Soul Sunday recently, and she had several celebrities and well-known wealthy people, billionaires, successful people in all different genres on it. And every single one of them had talked about gratitude and appreciation, affirmations, self-talk, how they all play a part in first building your sense of self-worth, right? Which is what we're talking about here, helping you to cultivate unconditional self-acceptance. And once we can do that, there's an innate strength and confidence about us that then compounds on those feelings that allow us to express on a greater level, I will say, the truth of who we are and who we really want to be and how far we can go and how big we dare to dream and what paths we choose to follow and the people we hang around us. It's all such a beautiful cycle and circle that works together. Even the 4 foundations that I talked about in finding self-love. We have to overcome shame. We have to be able to face and move through fear, build our self-worth, and cultivate unconditional self-acceptance. So I would just ask you every day to take some time and really pay attention when you are standing in front of a mirror and looking at yourself. What are the thoughts? What are the first thoughts that are coming to your mind? And I want you, if you can, to stop them before you speak them out loud. And if there's any way that you can take those negatives and look at them as just stepping stones. First of all, for those things that we can't change, right? I've shared with you how the Serenity Prayer has been huge and pivotal in my journey to self-acceptance, but to understanding that also on a different note here, I'm going to take this to a slightly different expression of who I am with all of you. There's a movie, The Color Purple, if any of you have ever seen it. It's one of my favorite movies. And in there, I believe it was Whoopi Goldberg, her character says she believes it pisses God off when we walk by and we don't notice the color purple because of the beauty it holds. And that's how I feel when I'm standing in front of a mirror and I'm getting ready to pick apart those things about myself that I'm still working on, that I'm not where I want to be yet. And I want to start going down that negative road. And I think, this pisses God off. We were created in his likeness and in his image. And how dare I stand in front of a mirror and berate and belittle these things about myself when in the greater picture, right? I am healthy. I have love in my life. I have friends. I have this opportunity to build my business and to grow. I mean, I could go on and on about the blessings that I have in my life. And there's times I want to look at those few things right here in front of me that are driving me nuts or that I can't see, that are just a natural, normal part of aging. That's another way I look at it. Like, how dare I? How dare I do this? So I'm grateful I saw that in the gym today, because it took me back and it reminded me of what happened to me decades ago and what the lesson I learned and how it has stayed with me and what I hope I could express to you in this one of these 4 foundations today regarding cultivating unconditional self-acceptance. I know it's very easy. It's very easy, especially if you're in a position where you're working out or you're in front of a mirror all day. It's really easy to focus on the negative, but I'm asking you to please just take a deep breath. We'll do it all together. Let it out. And practice gratitude and appreciation. Everybody, we all have it. It just takes some time to get out of the world, come into ourselves, take some time to breathe and to write it out. Find those things about yourself that you do love, that you know you can compound and grow and build on. And then from there, choose to be real with yourself and with the world, to reveal, embrace, and love yourself. I hope this helps everybody today. I'm getting ready. I'm setting up and decorating for Halloween and the holiday season, which is reminding me all about gathering and with family and friends and the people we love. Another thing to be grateful for. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have just a wonderful, wonderful holiday season, and when you can, breathe, relax, gratitude, affirm and appreciate the truth and the beauty of who you are. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.